Hello, my name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy and AI image generation. So all the rage nowadays are these AI engines that are creating these images, AI generated images of people, of things, different objects. I think there was a story in the news, very interesting, where a woman had found, she went on a website called Have I Been Trained? And Have I Been Trained allows someone to put their image, put a image of themselves to check against kind of the public data sets that are available to see if they have their own images have been used to train these AI engines. So this particular woman, she did that with her image, and she actually found an image of herself that was taken during kind of a medical research project. And she actually found the document where she did not give consent for her data or her picture or image to be used outside of that context, but somehow it found its way into the Leon data set, which is trained with Stable Diffusion and Google's Imagen. This is very concerning, especially as we know that these AI engines will gobble up, anything that it can access. But it really shows why it's such a big issue for people to be able to have more control over their data and their image, because they don't want their data, especially without their consent or knowledge, to be used in these image training sets. Especially in this situation where this image was something that was taken, for example, inside of a doctor's office. She had to sign a release for it to be used for research, and it wasn't supposed to be used for any other purpose. I think this AI image generation is kind of very Wild West right now, especially when we have image generation and AI trying to create images of fictitious people who don't really exist, or synthetic people. It may be an issue where a synthetic image may actually look like a real person because it's kind of derived off of what humans look like. So I think there are going to be a lot of questions. I think this is kind of a privacy minefield, and will be in the future, especially as we know that these engines often need real data to train off of. So being able to have consented images of people, or being able to make sure that we understand the legacy of data and sort of where it comes from, I think that will be kind of a part of like Web 3.0 and the types of things that are happening in the future around the internet and around data ownership. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen here. I think we're going to have a lot more situations where people are going to find maybe the images that should not be in these image sets. And I think the makers of these sets are trying their best to find ways to not do that. But right now, because data is everywhere, there was very little sort of control or lineage tracking. I think that it's going to be like this for quite some time. So we'll see what happens. Thank you.